Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to discuss the state of the current crypto bull market, conduct some of the machine learning based price forecast, as well as some of the narrative analysis, as well as estimated bull run target for some of the major cryptos. None of the content is financial advice. Let's get started. The website that you're seeing on this screen is cryptoweeklies.com. Link on the bottom of your screen. All of the content available for free. You don't have to pay or sign up for anything or watch any ads on the platform. So right now, the current state of the market, again, over the last 24 hours, most of the cryptos are down, XMR being the only exception. Over the last 7 days, again, similar story. Bitcoin is kind of flat, XRP kind of flat, XMR rallying by about 7%. Most of the cryptos are down. Over the last 30 days, HBAR and XRP have rallied the most, about 110% or so. Over the last 90 days, HBAR has rallied about 430%. So after such major rallies, it's not too uncommon to have this kind of pullbacks in the market. You can see if we are looking at the last 7 days worth of performance in the market, again, apart from some of the newer altcoins, most of them are down. Again, Aave, again, one of the older cryptos which has done fairly decently performed over the last 7 days. Again, that's where we are in terms of the state of the bull market. Again, this is the analysis that we derived. It's available on our platform under peak value analysis. The key idea with this analysis is identifying the completion of a bull market through the lens of risk score between 0 and 1, and assigning relevant percentages. So when the bear market kind of resets the new bull market, the completion of the bull market is essentially 0. That is around December 25th of 2022. Again, you can see that at that point the risk was only a fraction, a little fraction over 0. Again, risks are never 0. And the opposite of that is during May of 2021, the risks were identified as essentially 100%. So no model is perfect, again, but the utility of this model is identifying some of the, in real time, again, this is not some historical lens to the market, in real time identifying what the cryptos are doing, or overall the state of market is, using these scenarios. Again, analyzing top 100 cryptos based on multiple risk factors, such as what is the volatility, what is the alpha, beta, as well as risk, risk adjusted returns or Sharpe ratio, percent drawdown for each of the, I know it says top 10, but it's actually top 100 cryptos. And again, based on all of that, this chart again acts as a single metric to quantify the overall riskiness of the market, again, to provide the risk return trade-off at any phase of the market. The utility of this analysis, again, we had made essentially hundreds of videos related to this analysis in the bear market and the recovery year of 2023, as well as most of 2024. If not in all of my video, at least 60 to 70% of the videos, this analysis is often included. Again, if you are interested in knowing the state of the crypto bull market, again, as of 15th of December, per this model, the completion of bull market is at about 57%. That means the risk to reward ratio is about 50-50. Again, this is not a linear process by any stretch of the imagination. You can see that from the lowest risk territory between July of 2022 till about February 2024, the market did go to in March of 2024 back to this green zone, that is about 20% risk but below 40% risk. But again, over July, August and September time period, again retraced back to this blue zone, which is less than 20% risk. Then essentially since towards the October November time period, risks kind of magnified from 20% to 40%, then from 40% to at one point more than 60%, and now they have retraced back from the 60% level to about 55 or 55.9, almost 56%, again in this yellow region, which is again between 40% risk and 60% risk. The utility of this analysis is identifying when it's the best time to DCA or dollar cost average or get into the market based on the risk level. And opposite of that, again, at a overall level, at a overall market level, not just one crypto at a time, but most of the cryptos are at a time, as at least the top 100 ones cryptos at a time, and how they are performing using these multiple risk factors that we just discussed. Right now, again, and based on with your own risk tolerance, again, whenever this, again, the orange zone is the high risk zone. We did go in this high risk zone in early December of 2024. About 3 to 4 days we spent in this time period, in this risk period. Again, this indicator also acts as a signal to identify some of the high risk zones. Again, anything between 60 and 80% risk is definitely high risk, and the highest risk is above 80% risk. So again, the utility of the model being identification of any phase of the market where DCing out of the market, or again offloading some of the portfolio makes easy to identify those kind of zones. Again, we can see that the market spends only a handful number of days in this high risk zone. So the last instance of high risk phase for the crypto market was all the way back in January of 2022. Since January 2022 till about December 2024, the market was essentially in a low to moderate risk phase. And if we go even further than that and look at the market only from the risk, whenever the risks are between 80% and 100%, market spends even fewer number of days. If we look for the total number of days in the highest risk, again, this is the high risk, more number of days in high risk. The highest risk is the least number of days. Again, we haven't spent any time since November 2021 between this 80% risk and 100% risk. Again, these kind of analytics do help out in kind of rationalizing, or at least looking or zooming out of the daily noise of the markets, and looking at it at these instances throughout the market, through kind of a nuanced, or what you can say, a more zoomed out view for the state of the market. Again, one additional analytics, again, apart from this, is what are some of the popular narratives in the market and identifying them. Again, overall market is still a lot of bullish narratives. This is again derived from YouTube and X. Content related to crypto still mostly bullish. Again, some new narratives related to quantum are popping up. That's a new one. Bitcoin is still holding a lot of attention. Again, the altcoin narratives are smaller than the Bitcoin narrative. That means Bitcoin is garnering most of the attention in the market. The top altcoins such as Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, XRP, all are featuring on this narrative. As also Sui over here, Hedera over here, are featuring on this narrative cloud. That means there are multiple discussions related to these top altcoins garnering most of the attention apart from Bitcoin. Again, a recent entry over here is this Ondo. I think that is related to Ondo Finance. So this is one way to interpret what is happening in the market, especially the delta between the bullish narratives and the bearish narratives helps to identify the state of the crypto market. Again, this can also be referenced by the crypto TLDR and analytics, which takes into consideration what is happening over the last 24 hours, what is bullish, what is bearish. Again, some narratives are again bearish over the last 24 hours. No wonder that the price has kind of pulled back over the last 24 hours, as we evidenced from the wider cryptos and their sell off in the last 24 hours. Again, only a couple of names are in green, the rest of all are in red over the last 24 hours. Again, and this analytics helps to identify what are the news related to cryptos, and again, you can read up by hovering on them. And again, the overall sentiment still at around 86% bullishness. That helps identify what is the polarity of the narratives for the market. And last but not the least is taking a look at some of the year to date ROI to do some comparison where we are in this current crypto bull run. Again, we can do this for this video. We'll consider only Bitcoin and Ether to understand how both of the top major cryptos have performed in this year. Again, Bitcoin started, this is year to date ROI in percentage, started at around 42k, then again pulled back a little during the first month, that is in January of 2024. And then ever since Bitcoin had that 65% rally from the yearly open, there was a consolidation period from day number, I think, at around from March till about September. Again, that spanned from again almost 200 days. And then ever since the September bottom at around 24% ROI, Bitcoin did rally to about as much as about 140% ROI in 2024. Again, quite similar to 2023. This is the pink line is 2023, orange line is 2024. In 2023, the ROI on December 1st for Bitcoin was at around 154%. Again, slightly muted version of 2023 in 2024. Again, in terms of ether how it is doing in 2023, again closely following Bitcoin till about August of 2024. Then again cooled off more than Bitcoin, started underperforming Bitcoin since August of 2024, and has still again, although they are correlated, Ether is still yet to make this 100% ROI for the year. Its current ROI is at around 56%. Again, we can do this for Sol as well. Those would be the three top cryptos at this point in time, excluding stable coins. Again, Sol arguably is more correlated with Bitcoin. When Bitcoin rallies, Sol rallies more. When Bitcoin crashes, Sol crashes more than Bitcoin. Again, right now there has been some deviation again since about November 2021. Sol has cooled off, whereas Bitcoin continued its rally. So that's where the state of the current crypto market is. And if we were to look for any guidance for 2025, what we can do is identify what Bitcoin did in 2021. This is year to date performance in 2021 for Bitcoin. I know it says 2024 over here, but it's under 2021. At one point, again, if you compare 2020 and 2021, you will get the idea that usually most of the action for Bitcoin happens in the halving year. That is again in 2020 compared to that 2021. Although there is increased interest in the market in the post halving year, the gains for Bitcoin have usually been most of the gains have been made in the halving year. Again, you can take 2016 and 2017 as an example as well. Again, in 2017, the gains for Bitcoin for in 2017 were much higher than in 2016. So again, one data point in favor of the halving years, the recent data point in favor of the more rally in the halving year, and in 2016 more rally in post halving year. So that's one guidance. Again, if we were to take 2020 as an example, 2021 as an example for what could happen to Bitcoin in 2025. 2021 had a double peak in the cycle. At one point, the ROI was at around 115% from the yearly open, and in November that higher ROI was at around 130%. So if we account for some diminishing return and divide this ROI by 2, so in the next year, Bitcoin, if it does about a 50%, or let's say about 115 divided by 2, about 56% to about 65%. So between 55% to 65%, that would put Bitcoin somewhere. If Bitcoin closes at around 100k, again right now the price of BTC is at around 100k. So of 55% gain would be at around 155,000 BTC, 165,000 BTC if BTC made that 65% gain. If there are no diminishing returns, and if there is 100% gain in 2025, then the price of Bitcoin could be at around $216,000. And at around quarter 3 or 4 of 2025, the ROI could be at around 230k per this model. Again, with that, I would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please subscribe and give this video a like, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.